This car is the beginning of the end. It is, of course, the FPV GTF 351, the last ever Ford Falcon to wear that famed badge. It is also the last model to be built by FPV, as the Blue Oval's performance division is the first casualty of Ford's decision to close down its local manufacturing plants by October 2016. So while it has been created to celebrate the end of an era, it also marks the beginning of the demise of the Australian car industry. It has been created to celebrate the heritage of fast Fords and is powered by an updated supercharged 5-litre V8 that produces an iconic 351 kilowatts. But FPV has also come clean on what most suspected, in that it can actually develop even more power, up to 400 kilowatts in ideal conditions for short periods of time, with a function called transient overboost. Now, Ford doesn't release claimed acceleration figures, but sources suggest its engineers have recorded consistent runs to 100 kilometers an hour in 4.7 seconds and 12-second quarter-mile tests, making it not just the most powerful Falcon ever, but also the quickest. To harness it all, the GTF has stiffer suspension settings from the R-Spec GT, a new launch control system, and the top-shelf 6-piston Brembo brakes. There are also a few visual clues that highlights its place in history, including retro-styled over-body stripes and black exterior highlights, while the cabin now features a digital instrument pod in the colour screen and GT stripes through the main instrument panel. Drive was able to briefly sample a GTF at Ford's Yuyangs proving ground this week, with a couple of passenger laps around the handling track and a few stints in the mules used during the engine development program on the high-speed bowl. The end result is a car that definitely seems marginally faster and sharper than the standard GT at the limit, but one that doesn't feel all that different in everyday driving situations. Which is a real shame, as the GT deserved to be farewelled with something that was either angrier or louder, or with a unique character that lives up to the legend. All of which, though, is a bit of a moot point, as Ford claims that each of the 500 it plans to build have all been sold to the Ford faithful already.